January 21st, 2025.
The world changed. President Trump just greenlit a $500 billion project that will change the American landscape forever. It's not a wall, and it's not a city. It's a network of AI power zones. Massive industrial fortresses so power-hungry, they need their own nuclear reactors just to stay online. Today, we go inside the construction of Project Stargate and Project Jupiter.
It all starts here, 1,000 acres of empty Texas desert. But this land is about to become the most power-hungry place on Earth. This is the brain of modern AI. And this empty field will soon be home to nearly 1 million of them. But 1 million brains consume more power than a city. You can't just plug that into the wall.
The engineering mandate is simple. The data fortresses must generate their own power, leaving the public grid untouched. The result? 3 massive secretive AI campuses, each with its own unique engineering solution to the power problem. Project Stargate, Texas, a brute force solution pairing a massive data city with its own gas-fired power plant. The Fairwater Campus, Wisconsin, an elegant design using the cold climate itself as a tool for efficiency. And Project Jupiter, New Mexico, a self-sufficient fortress powered by its own next-generation nuclear reactor.
3 unique solutions to the same problem. But for all of them, the first step is the same. You have to move a mountain of Earth.
The first groundbreaking at Project Stargate, a fleet of heavy machines begins to tame the 1,000-acre site. A hole the size of 10 city blocks is carved out of the desert, the foundation for the first data hall. A monolithic foundation, a 500,000 square foot slab of reinforced concrete designed for zero vibration.
The foundation must be perfectly stable. Even microscopic vibrations can destabilize the high-speed optical alignments required inside.
And the fortress begins to rise, the first steel of Data Hall 1. 2 timelines, 1 project. The fortress and its power source are built in parallel.
But this is not a normal building. It's not designed for people. It's designed for machines. A new kind of architecture for a new era.
This is Project Stargate, Abilene, the flagship of the new AI power zones, a construction site larger than Central Park. The scale is immense. Not 1, but 8 massive data halls, built at the same time, a city of cranes.
This is parallel construction on a mega scale. The data center and its power plant are built as one integrated system.
And this is the secret. To power 1 million GPUs, you don't use the public grid. You build your own power plant. The heart of the power plant arrives. A 300-ton natural gas turbine, the same kind used to power a small city. A delicate, multi-million-dollar lift, placing the massive turbine with millimeter precision.
This is the community-first design. By building their own microgrid, they ensure the AI fortress never crashes the public power supply.
A powerhouse is built around the heart, a dedicated building to support the energy needs of the campus. The turbine and generator, a mechanical titan ready to convert natural gas into a gigawatt of power. First firing, the heart of the campus beats for the first time. But generating power was only the first problem. The second problem? Heat. 1 million GPUs, each one a tiny furnace.
Air cooling is dead. At this scale, the only solution is direct liquid immersion.
The system would need millions of gallons of water. The first step, a massive pipeline to bring it to the site. A dedicated pumping station, powerful enough to push a river of coolant through the desert campus. And here, the water is prepared. A massive cooling plant, chilling the water before it enters the data halls. The secret is direct-to-chip liquid cooling, pumping coolant directly to the source of the heat.
This copper plate is the key. It pulls the heat directly from the GPU into the liquid, 1,000 times more efficiently than air.
Inside the data hall, a river of steel, a massive plumbing system ready to deliver coolant to 450,000 GPUs. Every weld must be perfect. A single leak in a system this complex could be catastrophic. a circulatory system of steel ready to carry the lifeblood of the machine. The skeletons arrive, hundreds of server racks, the homes for the coming silicon brains. And then, the brains themselves. Technicians install 450,000 GPUs, the heart of the AI. Each rack connected to the liquid cooling system, a direct transfusion of life-saving coolant. The system comes online, coolant flows, temperatures stabilize, the fortress is ready to think. A city built by a small army, 3,500 workers on site, 24 hours a day. And finally, the connection to the world, a redundant high-speed fiber optic link, the data highway for the AI. And the fortress is secured, a perimeter of steel and sensors to protect the billion-dollar brains inside.
A facility this powerful is a target. The physical security is as critical as the digital security.
And the first thought is thought, a million GPUs working in concert to solve a single problem. And like everything in this fortress, the power system is redundant. A second turbine, ready to take over in an instant. And the human overseers, a small team of engineers managing a city of machines from a central nervous system.
This is more than a data center. It's a new model for infrastructure, self-powered, secure, and built on an epic scale.
A project of a scale almost impossible to comprehend, built one beam, one pipe, one chip at a time. Project Stargate is online, a titan of computation, a self-sufficient city born in the Texas desert.
Power and cooling, the two great challenges of Stargate, solved with brute force engineering on a Texas scale.
But this is just one hall of 8, a monument to the insatiable hunger of artificial intelligence. A dance of massive, repeatable steps, a factory for building factories. To feed the beast, a dedicated concrete factory was built on site, a critical piece of the logistical puzzle. Controlling the flow, a massive substation, directing a gigawatt of power from the turbines to the data halls.
The power density is incredible. This single machine produces enough electricity to power this entire campus and more.
But in Wisconsin, another team was solving the same problems with a different, more elegant design. This is the Fairwater campus, as of today, the most powerful and efficient AI data center on the planet.
This facility is different. It's Microsoft's answer to the power and cooling problem, a design built for the cold of the north.
Here, the public grid is more robust, so Microsoft built its own massive substation, drawing power directly from high-voltage lines. And the cooling is different too, using the cold Wisconsin air itself as a tool to chill the water for the campus.
The design here is about climate. They use the cold Wisconsin air as a free resource to help cool the millions of GPUs inside.
With the building complete, the final phase begins, preparing the pristine data hall for the arrival of the brains. The most delicate phase, the tool-in, installing the servers into the surgically clean data hall from above. The first of thousands of server racks begins its descent, a multi-million-dollar piece of hardware handled with extreme care.
While not a chip fab, this is a pristine environment. The air is filtered to HEPA standards to protect the high-speed optical hardware inside the servers.
A sea of servers, the most advanced AI hardware in the world, filling the vast, empty space. The Wisconsin Wonder comes to life, the world's most powerful AI now online. Two sites, two philosophies, both solving the same immense challenges of power and heat.
Elegant, efficient, and integrated with the environment. But what if you have neither a stable grid nor cold air?
For that, you must go to the most secret and ambitious site of all, the desert. This is the site of Project Jupiter, a fortress being built in the middle of nowhere for a reason.
The challenge here is extreme. No water, an unstable power grid, and intense heat. It requires a completely new kind of solution.
The design is a fortress, a hardened data center built to withstand any threat, natural or man-made. And its power source is revolutionary, a dedicated, on-site, next-generation nuclear reactor. The reactors themselves, built in a factory, a new era of nuclear power based on mass production. The heart of the reactor, small enough to be transported by truck, powerful enough to run a city. A home for a star, a reinforced concrete pit designed to contain the immense power of the atom. The most delicate lift of the project, lowering the nuclear core into its subterranean home.
This is a small modular reactor, factory-built, passively safe, and powerful enough to run this campus for 60 years on a single fuel load.
The design is passively safe. In an emergency, the laws of physics alone are enough to shut it down safely. The core is sealed, a multi-layer containment system, ensuring ultimate safety. And the nuclear heart beats for the first time, a controlled, clean, and immense release of energy. The reactor's heat boils water into high-pressure steam, which then drives a massive turbine. And the turbine spins a generator, converting the heat of the atom into pure, clean electricity. But a nuclear reactor creates its own immense heat, and in the desert, there is no water. The solution? A radical design, a closed-loop cooling system. It never loses a single drop to evaporation.
In the desert, water is more precious than gold. This closed-loop system means the AI fortress can run without drinking the desert dry.
The system's water is stored underground, shielded from the sun, in massive, insulated concrete tanks. The water is cooled not by evaporation, but by these massive radiators, using giant fans to dissipate the heat into the desert air.
It's a simple idea on a colossal scale. A giant radiator designed to cool a nuclear reactor and a supercomputer in the middle of the desert.
The desert bunker takes shape, a structure designed for ultimate security and self-sufficiency. And deep beneath the desert, the brains are installed, a city of silicon buried for security. A direct line, connecting the power of the atom to the heart of the artificial mind. Project Jupiter comes online, the world's first nuclear-powered closed-loop AI supercomputer.
This is the ultimate solution for a critical system. Total independence. It asks for nothing, and it is never vulnerable.
A test of resilience. When the public grid goes down, the nuclear heart beats on. The fortress doesn't even notice. 3 projects, 3 philosophies, a new generation of AI infrastructure, each tailored to its environment.
And finally, they connect, creating a distributed AI network, the most powerful on Earth. A new kind of power for a new kind of world. A journey of immense engineering, a symphony of hard construction.
The 21st century will be defined by one thing: computational power. The nations that can build this infrastructure will lead the world.
A new paradigm, where the immense power needed for progress is built alongside the dream.
They have built the most powerful tool in history. Now, the only question is, what will we ask it to build next?
The construction is complete. The network is connected. Now, the true power of the AI Trinity is unleashed. From a central command center in Texas, the entire continental supercomputer is monitored and controlled.
This is distributed computing on an unprecedented scale. 3 independent sites acting as one single colossal brain.
The mission: to use this immense power not just to solve problems, but to design the next generation of machines that will solve them.
Today's tunnel boring machines are incredible, but they are slow and bespoke. The AI's task: design a new TBM that is 10x faster and fully autonomous.
A torrent of real-world engineering data, ingested and processed in seconds. The AI runs thousands of years' worth of engineering simulations in a matter of hours, learning, adapting, and optimizing. And a breakthrough: a new design, inspired by nature and refined by 1 million GPUs.
This is the true power of the network. It's not just an answer machine, it's an invention machine, a tool to design better tools.
And the AI's design is sent directly to a robotic forge, ready to be created in the real world. A journey of immense engineering, a symphony of hard construction from the desert to the Great Lakes. A marvel built by 2 armies, one of steel and concrete, and one of pure code. But in the end, the goal of this massive machine is to empower a single engineer to dream bigger. A new American landscape, a new industrial revolution, powered by the atom. and driven by intelligence. A promise kept. Progress, without public cost. A project built by thousands of American workers, a new generation of high-tech builders.
In the end, the AI is just a tool. The real intelligence, the real power, came from the thousands of people who dared to build this.
The AI Trinity, a new foundation of power for a new era of intelligence. From sand to silicon.
The future is coming, and this is just a conceptual video. Subscribe to Next Gen Manufacturing to see future.